Here to settle the score, Florida Congressman and candidate for governor Byron Donalds. Sir, I got to ask you real quick, what's the scoop here?
The scoop is this is another baseless lawsuit, really lawfare, from somebody who has a history of suing me in the middle of campaigns. By the way, they lose every single time. This is not the first time. This lawsuit is baseless again. We're going to win this lawsuit. I think it's important for people to know the attorney on this lawsuit is actually the same attorney for one of my political opponents. So this is the same lawfare tactics that Democrats used against President Trump, but we're going to win in court. We're going to win the primary this August 18th for the Republican nomination, and we're going to win the race for governor this November.
Well, I mean, it seems, I'm watching the video, it just seems like nothing here, but whatever. We'll see how it hashes out in court, and I think you're probably going to come out on top. All right, let's get to the Florida housing bubble. This started in the COVID boom. It might be popping a little bit right now. A new study shows that 1 in 7 homes for sale in the United States are in Florida. The state currently has more than 215,000 active listing. But we were talking about it before, like when you have that many people move down there that quickly, there has to be a reset at some point.
Absolutely. Look, we've been through this before in Florida's real estate market. I've lived in Florida for 30 years now. I've lived in Southwest Florida for 23 years. After the 9/11 recession, we saw property values came down. They came down a little bit, came back up to an equilibrium. After the big bubble that bursted in 2007, 2008, we saw a major reset in real estate prices. They stabilized out. What happened after COVID, prices shot up. People were buying houses sight unseen. We always knew that there was going to be a correction with that. We're seeing it now. I think Florida's real estate market is very sound, but we're starting to see equilibrium in that market again with prices returning. This is actually going to be good for young people in Florida to be able to get into the home ownership game. It's really going to help them.
100%. I mean, let's take a look at the median house prices in 2019 versus 2026, almost doubled post-COVID because you had all these people from like all the big cities, the blue cities, you got the policies they voted for and then didn't like them. Went from, 478,000 to 827,000 in 5 years, and now it's started to come back down, like you said, for younger people to buy.
No, it is. And look, our market needs equilibrium. That's happening. That's going to be a good thing. It's also going to see somewhat of a downward pressure on insurance prices in our state. Also taxes. So some of those tax bills go down as property values begin to come down as well. It's really just economic equilibrium. Our real estate market was so hot because we were open, we were free, thanks to the leadership of Governor Ron DeSantis. One of the growing pains associated with that was a higher real estate market, higher values. That's calming down right now. We're also starting to see rental rates in some parts of Florida are starting to come down, but we're not going to rest on just the economy resetting when it comes to real estate. There's work we need to do on the regulatory side in housing, modernizing permitting and planning in our state. And on the insurance side, we need to go back in and retool our regulatory market in Florida to make sure that it addresses the concerns of affordability that people are having today.
I want to get to your governor's race, but real quick, former Florida governor candidate Andrew Gillum, he was like the rising star of the left for a while. He's now been arrested on drug charges with the possession of dangerous drugs and paraphernalia. I mean, you can't write a book like this.
It's honestly, we dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Florida dodged a bullet. Sad to see that happening in his life. But look, at the end of the day, the right person won the gubernatorial election in 2018. That was Ron DeSantis, and our state's been better for it.
Yeah, no, Ron's done a great job down there as governor. All right, so your governor race, you're up 40, 45 points in the primary. All general election polls point towards you. How do you feel about it?
We feel good, but we take nothing for granted. The Republican primary is going to be decided in 41 days, 40 days starting tomorrow. We're looking very strong. We're going to continue to work hard every single day and earn the vote from the people of Florida. This November, it's about making sure that people of Florida remember that we're the #1 state in America. People are choosing Florida for the Florida dream. We cannot let the Democrats get a foothold in our state because they will do what they're trying to do to Arizona, what they're trying to do to Virginia, or worse, what's happened to New York and Illinois. Florida is the #1 state. We got to keep it that way. That's based upon common sense, conservative policies, and we're going to win this November and be Florida's next governor.
Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck, sir, and we hope to have you back on when that goes down.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.